Good evening, and it's a pleasure once again to have you on the link this week. We appreciate your support, your feedback on some of the topics that we bring. And yes, I do bump into some of you out there. And clearly, I can see that you appreciate, and that is very encouraging for us here at NTV, who bring you the link. We continue to give you information that you can use and opportunities. And tonight, we are discussing the issue of entrepreneurship. Definitely not a new issue. And we were asking ourselves, can anyone be an entrepreneur? It is thrown around there, but can anyone be? Can everyone be? My guest tonight is Mr. Regan Kauma. He's been here before talking about gigs, if you remember. So it's time to bring him back to continue this conversation. Regan, welcome.
Thank you so much.
And
to be here again.
And Regan is a small business growth strategist, so he's interested in small businesses growing. If you want some direction, you need to find him. Regan, this issue of entrepreneurship, can everyone be an entrepreneur? That's the question. First question for you. Can I jump out of employment and embrace self-employment just after a motivational speech on the subject?
Very interesting question, very interesting. Yes, you can, but is it a smart move for you to do if you have not planned well? No. Most people, when they hear, motivation, you go listen to something, a YouTube video, or you attend a conference. And after that conference, you feel energized, you feel inspired. And we tend to forget that motivation is like a matchstick. A matchstick can start a fire, but it does not keep the fire going.
Absolutely.
Entrepreneurship is not a small sprint, it's a journey. And you need to be prepared. You need to have the time, resources, capital, people, skills to keep the fire going. So can you start? Yes, you can. But is it smart to start without these resources and planning in place? It's not smart.
Okay. You deal with startups. What will be the sequence? Okay, go to a motivational speaker and I have my idea and I think I should take action. What would be the sequence that would help me to eventually actualize that idea? In other words, the right way to use the motivation.
Okay, motivation is good because for many things we need motivation to actually get them started because we doubt ourselves. But motivation is really not what gets things to work. What gets things to work for an entrepreneur, number one, first of all, we need to know who is an entrepreneur. Because many of us confuse being a business owner for being an entrepreneur. Those are two different people. An entrepreneur can be a business person, but a business person is not necessarily an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is someone who will create value that perhaps didn't exist or existed but reinvented it in a way to solve a much unique problem. And in the process, they make money. A business person, in this case, is someone who will come, see something, duplicate it, and make money. Literally, buy low, sell high. Business. I could have a boutique. You copy it, you start a boutique. You become a business owner.
Regan, you mean when I have a boutique, I'm not an entrepreneur?
You're not necessarily an entrepreneur. But if you got a unique fabric, put it together, and created a very unique concept, which eventually can be sold for money, you become an entrepreneur. Because you've created value that didn't exist initially. Yes.
So let's continue with the sequence.
Yes.
We have understood entrepreneur.
Yes. Now that you've understood entrepreneur, for us to create something meaningful, we have to look for places where we can create value. Don't just come and say, I want to start a boutique. But do we actually need another boutique? Because where you stay, everywhere we stay, there's a boutique.
I see them.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Do we need another boutique? Perhaps not. But maybe we need someone who could take advantage of the material we're creating in Chikubu, in Chiembe, to create something beautiful that we've not had on the market. So the first thing that we need to create something meaningful is to identify, is there something I can actually do that the market needs at this point in time? Because if you identify that need, you can start something even with a low cost, and people need it and they're willing to pay for it. Because if they don't need it, it means you have to over-advertise it. You have to have a big marketing budget.
Addressing a need.
Exactly. You need to find a very good need that you see, I think, if I do this, someone's problem will be taken care of.
Okay.
For example, at NTV, and you notice people have breakfast, but there's no person close by to have these quick snacks that they can take. But every day people have to bring snacks from home. Why should they? If you as an entrepreneur, you're able to observe this and say, maybe let me put up a small kiosk nearby just here so that people can have affordable snacks.
Okay.
So the first step is always to identify, is there something I can help people solve? Is there a problem someone is bringing, someone helps me solve this?
Okay.
If you identify that, then we start the process of entrepreneurship.
So if I go to a motivational speaker and I wake up and just do a boutique, it does not necessarily convert me into entrepreneur. That's what I'm taking away.
No.
But motivation should help me have that idea.
Motivation should push you to go and find that idea. Yes. But
I already have it.
Yes. And by the way, not all ideas are technically good or business worthy. Because we just go around off with something. I want to start a restaurant in this studio. We don't need a restaurant inside here.
No.
It's an idea, but we don't need it here. So go somewhere where you feel they need this idea and they're willing to pay for it. And there are enough people willing to pay. Because it doesn't help you to have two people to start a business on. Especially considering if you're considering to do it long term and for financial gains. You need enough people willing to pay you.
How critical is character?
Character is important because entrepreneurship is not just wishful thinking. You need to have the grit. You need to have the ability to endure risk, take on risk. You need to have the ability to manage, not just money, but also people. To manage things, systems, to manage putting things together. And it takes character sometimes to deal with people. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you're going to lead at a certain point. Character is important because it's easy to start something beautiful and character kills it.
Self-control.
Yeah, you can't just self-control. You have money, but you keep eating it. Character. You have people, but you keep treating them badly. They will leave you. Business will crumble. Character is at the heart of entrepreneurship.
Do I need to have other expertise nowadays, like a little bit of exposure to accounts and so on? Is that critical?
It's not critical. But over time, you might need to learn these things as an entrepreneur, because if you open a business and don't interest yourself enough to understand these things, you're creating gaps in your business where you have leakages. And when the people that you work with eventually realize, as their boss, you're not aware of these things, you don't know how to work around them, they will find leakages. They will start to make holes. Your business will be at loss. So it's important, even if you don't know, it's important for you eventually to catch up with a skill. Learn a few basics.
Okay. To succeed then as an entrepreneur, what role does passion play? Is every entrepreneur passionate?
No. No. Because we tend to think, I need to have a passion for something to eventually make money out of it. I run an optical clinic. I am not passionate about eyes. I have no interest in being passionate about eyes.
Okay.
But there is a problem. There are many people who are short-sighted, long-sighted, and they're looking for a place where they can conveniently get their glasses done. That's not passion. That's strategic problem solving. So that's entrepreneurship.
So you are disaggregating passion from entrepreneurship.
It's very different, because the things I'm passionate about might not necessarily lead to money making. I love singing, but my voice is not good enough for me to make money from the same.
Okay.
I love dancing, but it's not good enough for me to make money from it. And besides, there will not be people who are willing to pay me to enjoy my dancing.
But does passion have a place?
Passion has a place. Passion has a place. Why? Because if you're lucky enough, like some people, to have something you're passionate about, but it could also be monetized.
Two aspects together.
Exactly. Because your passion has to be also easily monetizable. If it's not easily monetizable, it's as good as having a very nice table, but you can't sell it.
I agree.
Yeah, so it's important, if you feel like you're passionate about singing and your voice would make good sense for the studios, please go ahead. If you're passionate about crafting things, for example, I love crafting things. And if I could learn the skill to perhaps put together carpentry-related items, woodwork, I think I would make very good money.
Okay.
But I've just not nurtured that passion.
Another takeaway for me there, that passion is not, because some people jump into things because they are passionate. It must be able to make money.
Yes.
But sometimes you don't have passion for something, but it makes money.
Recently,
you can still be an entrepreneur.
Exactly. Recently, I had someone who was talking to me. They were passionate about making these small snacks, daddies and what. Then I asked them, yes, I know you like this. It's your pastime. You feel like, you know, your life is making sense when you're making these things. But not necessarily that we need those, we might not need them. People might not be willing to pay for them. You like the daddies, but who's going to pay for them?
There must be a conversion.
There might be.
Let's go for a break. Let's go for a short break, and we come back and discuss this a little bit in depth. Can everyone be an entrepreneur? You may be there thinking, yeah, I should be. Are you sure? We'll come back after the break. Welcome back from that short break, and we're discussing the question, can everyone be an entrepreneur? You visit all these motivational speeches and many places, and they throw around entrepreneurship, and Uganda is ranked high in entrepreneurs, but again we're ranked high in having businesses that collapse early, meaning there's a problem. And in the population of working population of about over 10 million, something to be corrected there. Can everyone, the 10 million, be an entrepreneur really? And in the studio we have my guest, Mr. Regan Kauma, who is a small business growth strategist, passionate about startups, and is here to discuss this thought. So, Regan, in a nutshell, can everyone be an entrepreneur? I have put it back on the table.
Okay, very good question and very important. Absolutely not. Not everyone is meant to be an entrepreneur. Some of us are stellar employees, and we're good at that. We're good at going into someone's ecosystem and putting things together beautifully. Yet we cannot create our own. We're more comfortable within someone else's ecosystem.
So, the question there, can I therefore settle and say, for me,
yes,
entrepreneurship, but I can work in other people's business and thrive?
Definitely. There are people who should understand that entrepreneurship is responsibility.
Yes.
And you don't just jump in it because you have a very nice idea. No, 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 no. There's a place where you have to have the grit, ability to endure.
Tough skin.
Tough skin, ability to take on risk. People are not willing to do so. And you're okay being paid per month without worrying next month where will the money come from. So there's a place for founders. There's also a place for entrepreneurs. And it's okay for you not to be an entrepreneur, but to contribute to entrepreneurship through your skills, such as being an accountant, being an M&E specialist, being whichever that you can to keep the entrepreneurship ecosystem going.
If I have an idea, that you have said earlier, it is working, but me, I know, what can I do? I have an idea that I can make money.
Okay.
But me, I can't get involved in entrepreneurship. What do I do?
You don't want to get involved. Because
but I have the idea,
yes, the ideas are important, but everyone has one. They're like bodies, everyone has a body.
Yes.
But it's fruitless for you to have an idea without taking the time to execute it. Either you partner with someone who can execute, people like me, who are entrepreneurs, we can execute. You can sell the idea to them and be a partner, a silent partner. And perhaps if you have the idea and the money, you also invest the money to see the idea comes to life.
Okay.
But besides that, if you have an idea also, but you can also try and execute, it's important to validate the idea that people need it. Have proof of concept. Instead of going ahead to buy a full container of things, have proof of concept. Test it out with a few people and see if people are interested in the same thing that you think will make sense, solve their problem, and you make money. Once you've confirmed that, then put those few structures in place to get the idea moving. Do I need to have someone to count books for me? Do I need someone to deliver for me? Those simple things that get the idea moving and making money.
Some people fear, Regan, that, you know, I have my idea. Once I give it to somebody, they're going to steal it.
That's where contracts and memorandums of understanding come in.
Settle things slowly.
That's where we come to terms and we say, sir, I have an idea I want us to invest in. Can we agree? Okay. We get a lawyer. We agree these terms. That this idea belongs to both of us now. It's not yours. It's not stealable. It is not givable. Don't give it away silently and then you exit without telling me. No, it is both of ideas. So have contracts in place, especially if you're partnering. Because we have a weakness. You tend to partner with someone, but you never had something formal to bind you. And then you get frustrated along the way. It's informal. And then you get frustrated along the way to say, so-and-so is no longer delivering. But you never agreed on the deliverables. And just like at work, when someone hires you, they give you a job description. Even in your venture, you need to have a job description for both of you. To say, for me, I am for marketing. You are for public relations. You're strategic planning. So that we know our deliverables each. That way we get paid based on what we are delivering in this venture.
Documentation, therefore, is very important.
It's very important. I've seen relationships go haywire because they disagreed, because there was nothing formal to bind them.
Okay.
And I can easily walk away and say, I'm not interested. Give me my money. But if there's something binding, there's an exit strategy to say, if you're leaving, these are the terms.
Okay.
If you want to grow this business, these are the terms. If you want to bring on new partners, these are the terms. That's how business grows strategically.
Our final question.
Yes.
Going back a little bit to our previous discussion
yes.
on this show.
Yes.
Is the dual model of employment and side business sustainable? I'm employed, but I can do entrepreneurship
on the side.
On the side.
Yes, it is. It is if you are smart and you have the resources. Because often you realize entrepreneurship also, it's like a child, it's like a relationship.
Yeah.
It needs to be serviced. And if you cannot service it, you need to find someone else to service it for you. For example, if you start a business and you don't have time to be able to supervise it, I wouldn't recommend it. You need to have some time at least to supervise it. If you can't, then you need to hire someone else on your behalf who you can also supervise remotely or routinely, so that the business can keep going. So yes, they can coexist, because we know many people, even our own bosses, they have side hustles. Politicians have side hustles. They have supermarkets, they have hospitals. They have side hustles, and they're running successfully. But they understand you cannot run this yourself. Sustainably, you need to have people on board you can delegate to, you can hire, you can partner with if you don't have the money, to see that the idea comes to life. So it's very possible, and it's very doable. Parting shot for those who are passionate about entrepreneurship. So if you're passionate, please understand, passion does not pay bills. It's ideas that people are willing to pay for and are solving real problems that actually make all the sense in the world of entrepreneurship. And they can come and find you. Now you are here. How are you found? I can always be found. On LinkedIn, just type in Regan Kauma. You will see me there. Okay. I'm very available every single day. If I came to you, what do you do for me? If you came to me, I help people with businesses or people who would like to start businesses actually build with systems, and they're able to scale them. And they have staying power, because you mentioned a very important statistic, that many businesses in Uganda start, but not many stay. That's true. I help people build businesses that can stay. Okay. That's what I do. Thank you so much for sharing with us your thoughts and experience on entrepreneurship. Viewers, you had my takeaway also, passion does not necessarily make your idea one that will make you money. And sometimes the idea that makes you money is not necessarily the passion. Please remember that as we go away. We hope we added value to you tonight. That's how the link is. When you come here, you're going to take out something you can use. Sure. Thank you for joining us tonight. That was the link.